questions people ask me about the Renault ZOE is all about the range. Just how far is it going to go? The ZOE has an NEDC range of 250 miles. That basically means that in a lab test cycle, this car will go 250 miles on one charge. Whereas this figure is helpful for comparing different electric cars, it doesn't reflect a realistic range as it's done in a lab and not in real-life conditions. But it's important to understand how that range is affected when you're driving on real roads. There are basically 4 key factors that affect how far you can go. They are the speed you travel, your driving style, how many hills you need to deal with, and the climate conditions. The faster you drive, the more energy you'll pull from the battery. Check these examples out. Imagine you're driving on a steady, flat road with an outside temperature of 10 degrees. Well, if you were to travel at a constant speed of 19 miles per hour, you could reach 214 miles. If you decided to travel at 56 miles per hour, you'd be looking at reaching 161 miles. But travelling at 69 miles per hour, you'd travel 123 miles. So speed matters. As with speed, your driving style can also affect the range. So if you razz around and hit the accelerator hard, you're going to draw more energy from the battery. So it's worth turning the eco mode on because it limits the power going to the air conditioning and heating systems as well as the motor and will get you up to 10% extra range. Interestingly though, the ZOE has been built with regenerative braking technology. So it has the ability to add charge back into the battery every single time you brake. Clever, huh? If you're a runner, you'll know that heading uphill takes a lot more effort than a flat road. And it's the same for the ZOE. More energy will be required to get up a hill. The good news is your ZOE will make most of the downhills and recoup energy as it goes. Now, I don't know about you, but when I'm cold, I find myself craving food because it keeps me going. Well, it's basically the same with the ZOE. As with all batteries, they work harder in cold conditions, and the heating system draws more power, so it's worth thinking about what conditions you're heading out into. On average, in the summer, the ZOE could have a range of up to 186 miles, but in the winter, this average will be more like 124 miles. The colder it is, the lower the overall range. One thing you can do in the colder months is what we call preconditioning. It basically means getting your ZOE ready whilst it's still charging. You can set it to reach a certain temperature before you unplug the charger. So once you're ready to drive off, you can jump into a nice toasty car and all the energy has come from the wall box rather than from the battery. It's worth remembering that you can dramatically affect the charge levels of your ZOE. So if you want to go the extra mile, then get your car to an ambient temperature while it's plugged into the charger, and you can enjoy a nice, steady and relaxing drive. For more information, please visit the Renault website.